Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. This week has just been a hell of a weird week because there was so many plans that we were gonna do ahead of time, but then Fortnite event happened Saturday, and I thought we had until like the next following Saturday till the new season began. That wasn't the case. The new season begins on Thursday. The new revamped season of Rivals is on Friday, so we're throwing Fortnite back in the mix for this week only. Um, and of course, at the same time, uh, Rivals is moving to Fridays for this week specifically. We don't have a specific date in time. Everything will probably change next week, officially. It's been hectic. And of course, we're still looking for steady full employments in some place. So once that happens, the stream schedules will change indefinitely as again, and most likely we'll be cutting time short or shorter, or changing the days so that we're streaming less days if job does come around. Hopefully, it is a standard 9 to 5, which I can't do. I can't do the retail hours anymore. I'm honestly, I'm just too old for that. Okay, we are going into chapter 2 of the Biohazard Saga for the final time here on Twitch. This is chapter 2, which is the Umbrella Conspiracy. Hello, Fergie. How's it going? How are you doing tonight? How are the Fortnite games going upon everybody? Do we need to change? I can't really change the brightness on this, can I? No, I really can't. I guess we're gonna have to work with it. Audio is fine. There really wasn't much to do with audio here. Controls. Type C is yes. This is fine. All right.
Resident Evil.
So here we go. We're popping back into the world of Resident Evil, the world of 1998. This is July 1998, actually a day after the events of Zero Hour, which is what we just completed last weekend with Rebecca Chambers. So now we're going to be, we just saw the last surviving member of Bravo Team that we know of for the STARS Special Tactics and Rescue Service for the Raccoon City Police Department, the RPD within Raccoon City. We uncovered a great mystery there, and we left off with Rebecca moving on forward to the mansion that her CEO mentioned that the rest of the STARS members should be meeting up at. Let's see. Coming on. Let's see. How do you like your games? Like climbing a mountain, fulfilling but takes a lot of work. Like going on a hike, good exercise but not too strenuous. Like taking a walk, you can relax and enjoy yourself. Maybe taking a hike? I don't know. Alright. So Fergie, very important question for you. We have two characters to choose from to start off with. Shall we start with Chris Redfield of the STARS Alpha Team, as it looks like, Special Tactics and Rescue Service? Or should we start off with Jill Valentine? As you notice, their badges, their IDs. Chris is kind of like got that little lucky penny going in there. Jill is she's very detail orientated. Both of them have their quirks. Let me know which one you would prefer me to start off with. We are only going to tell the tale of one of the STARS members as we move an inch closer and closer to Resident Evil Requiem, which is the most recent chapter of the Biohazard Saga, probably the end of the main plot saga of Resident Evil. Personally, I know people like we mentioned before. Some people give me dog shit about like this series not being scary, And yes, this game is now officially 23 years old. Jesus, I am old. I mean, the original was like 30 years old, but this is 23 years old. This came out in 2002. I am here, right? I am chatting. I'm hoping I'm not like muted. That would suck. Let me go. Let me test something out real quick. If I'm muted, I'm gonna be so upset. Nope, I am not muted. I am not muted at all. Good, good, good. Good, good. Um, I will run an ad 7 minutes before the top of the hour. Um, not 7 minutes, 3 minutes before the top of the hour. So at 57, we'll be running an ad break. And then after that, will be pretty much the same. Every 3 minutes till we'll run an ad break. 3 minutes till the hour. But the story does tell. It's almost identical for the original Resident Evil, which did get a lot of gripe, and I understand why, because it was basically the same things done in each. That's why we're only going to do one run. Um, when I do display this over on YouTube, in their episodic kind of format, I will be telling the tale from both sides as best as I can. Resident Evil 2 Remake is going to be tough on how to do that. Um, I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do it, but excuse me, but I will do it. But of course, we still have to update. Well, not update. We still have to finish the original Borderlands over there. So there's a lot that I need to do over there. And honestly, because I've been doing so much Borderlands lately, I'm kind of taking a break. That's the reason why you haven't seen many new uploads for the Borderlands saga, as much as I should have been doing it. But I've just been playing so much Borderlands lately. I don't want to Borderlands myself out before the fourth one comes out. Um, and we do have Man of Medan that we need to completely sunset, and that will be episodic over there as well on YouTube. So yeah, who do we feel? Do we feel Chris Redfield? Do we feel Joe Valentine? I will let you all choose that decision. Of course, those of you that are watching the replay over on YouTube, you can skip right on ahead till the beginning of the story begins. That is fine. I understand. Just things happen live over on Twitch, so sometimes there's a delay, sometimes there's not. But I will admit that when we get to this portion, when we get to chapter 2, the Umbrella Conspiracy, um, we will be starting off with Joe Valentine. Like I said, we're going to be telling a story the way it probably should be told. Um, and we're gonna move on forward from there. Um, there's probably some things I need to do to fix that completely. Um, and I'm gonna have to run a double check on that. Um, probably, yeah. There's definitely more that I'm gonna be doing over there that I need to fix for the final episode of chapter 2. Um, but yeah, we're just here yapping about for the next probable 10 minutes. Probable is not a word. My dyslexia is gonna hit so hard when we get to the files to read them. That's gonna be the scary part. Is to get those all done and said. One second, guys. I need to check something real quick. All right, we're back. Had gotten a message from a friend of mine. I had to respond to that. You know, maybe we will. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Should we go? Should we start with Jill? Should we start with Chris? The ball is up to you guys. Actually, I'm leaving the ball in your court to choose who I should start with. If not, I mean, I'll choose eventually. But I do like that they have. This always makes me laugh. I do love the fact that they have the BSA stuff here, and Joe Valentine's signature really has not changed, but they skip ahead like in the timeline with that. So you have 1998 Jill, and then 2005 Jill, and same with Chris. Chris, you know, looking young, in his mid 20s, and then like Chris in his 30s. Um, but we're gonna stick around with 1998. Um, ooh, my back. Oh, that felt so good. You know what? Let me ask a friend of mine. Let's see. Let's see what response I get. Personally, I have a personal preference of what character I'd like to start off with, um, but I also like to get input from others to see what they would like to start off with. Um, Canonically, when we get to Resident Evil 2, um, there is only one choice. There are two characters, but there is only one choice that is canonically correct to the remake of Resident Evil 4 now. So, we will not be doing one of the missions specifically. And if you are interested in seeing how that story plays out fully, I implore you to subscribe over to the YouTube channel. Same thing here. Um, we'll be choosing one character, but if you want to see the full story, that's going to be over on the YouTube channel as well. Um, I might actually do both. I might actually do the opposite run. Whatever we choose here, I might start the other run, or I might do the other run on YouTube, so you guys can see it there as well. Um, Kind of the benefit of having two characters in one story. Um, so let's see here. Leaderboard. What's this leaderboard? Oh, they have the cutscenes. Oh, that's funny. Wait. Why are these locked? That's weird. That shouldn't be a thing. Oh, look at that. Let's see. Global. No, let's go friends. Let's see what's going on here. Beating it. I beat it in 4 hours? No way. There is no way I've done this in 4 hours. Yeah, I have not done real. Not doing that one either. I love how it says normal mode, but it's like, oh, it's easy. No. 4 hours. I've beaten this game in 4 hours. That's crazy. Wait, so then where does that put me here? Ah, damn. Wait, this is a lie. There's no way people have beaten this. There's no way people have beaten that in 0 hours. That's some hackery crap right there. There's no way. Okay. This is honestly wrong. There's no way that this many people have beaten this game in 0 hours. Or in 0 seconds. No, we're gonna have to see like who is like the actual quickest time, because this is bogus. My rank. Alright, so let's go from here. My rank is 4 hours and 55 seconds. So what's the quickest? Okay, this is probably useless. All right. I probably should have had this decision done on my Discord, to be honest. I feel like that would have been a smarter move. So, if you are still watching this over on YouTube again, and you've made it this far, we're gonna be taking in the next couple minutes, we're gonna be taking a 3-minute break, and in the time afterwards, we're just gonna start. I'm not gonna wait much longer for a decision to be made. Dolby Digital. There's no way that this was Dolby Digital. Oh my god, I keep kicking that. I need to stop kicking that. That's terrible. Resident Evil .NET clear conditions. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Audio. Yeah, toggle. Okay. Yeah, we know. Equipped weapons, defensive weapons maps, items, item management. Yeah. Poison. Blah blah blah. You are dead. Gotta love that one. Alright. I think... Wait a second. Did the leaderboard say I was Chris? Is that what happened? Okay, it said I was Chris. So... We'll start off with Jill. Again, this game was basically 16 by 9, or not 16 by 9 format. This game was 4 by 3 format for the old school CR TVs. And I lost my train of thought. So it was built for like that old tube square kind of footage. So just like Resident Evil 0, it is going to have the black bars on the sides, so don't adjust your screens or monitors or anything like that. That's just how the game is supposed to be presented. The same with the controls. You're going to go back to the tanky original controls.
Evil.
We're going to start off with Jill. Because we beat it. Ugh. Excuse me. We beat it on normal before. In 4 hours with Chris, so. Needless to say, I probably can do the same thing here. With Jill. All right. So we have about 6 minutes until, oh, well, 3 minutes until the next ad break kicks in. We're gonna start off with Jill. I'm gonna use that time to just stretch a little bit because I had to run and scramble and get some water. Um, and yeah, we're gonna begin with Jill right off the bat. All right, guys, we are going to take our commercial break right here. I'm going to stretch my legs. We're going to get ready to do this and pummel on through. Um, so, without further ado, guys, we're going to be right back momentarily. 3 minute break starts right now. For those that are watching the replay on YouTube, this is officially where you skip ahead. Just start playing when it says, when you see, like, the cutscenes begin. And we'll be right back in just a moment.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Haven't found it yet?
No, not yet, Brad. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris.
Bravo team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin. We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare. This way. Damn it! Make for that mansion!
I remember how, like, I used to think that that game looked so realistic. Like that, yeah. Enter the survival horror. As we start off with Jill.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no. You don't want to go back out there.
But we've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
All right. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp. A dining room.
And the candles are lit. You know, to be honest, this game still, I don't think it needs a remake. I do gotta write my final review on Resident Evil 1, or Resident Evil 0, but this game so far, it doesn't feel like it needs one.
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Blood.
Blood.
I agree, this game still looks pretty good. Hello, Rebel Valhalla.
Jill.
How's it going?
See if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
Of course, this is like the upscale version of the GameCube version. However, I still appreciate that it has aged for a game 23 years old. It has aged pretty well. Picture of two knights striking each other. The short sword has been thrust into the breast of one knight, while the long sword has pierced the head of the other. These puzzles were amazing too. This game was not when the two have run each other through. The path to your destiny will open. Like none of this was a hand holding kind of game. Whoops. It felt right. So, Rebel Valhalla, have you played the Biohazard Saga? Have you? If so, which entry has been your favorite? Whether it's the originals or the remakes, or the side stories. Just having some drinks, nice, nice. Hopefully, you're having a responsible night. But yeah, let's go see what Captain Wesker has to say.
That gunfire. I'm counting on you to investigate, Jill.
Sure thing, Wesker.
So here's a tidbit, by the way. If you've never played this game before, what you could do is you could talk to Wesker one more time, and it automatically defaults the game to make it easier. That's a little trick from the original game that was,
Got cold feet already? It's not like you.
So that automatically drops the game's difficulty a little bit lower. Better check this place out first, and then all you have to do is walk, not run, which is something I loved about this game. I played this before, but didn't know that. Yeah. So no matter what difficulty you put on the hardest difficulty if you want. If you do this, if you talk to Wesker, and then you try to talk to Wesker again, and it gives you that little prompt, what you need to do at that point, you shouldn't talk to Barry because that will trigger a different cutscene. You just walk slowly towards the door on the right side of the dining table, and it should trigger a cutscene like this. And this finalizes the dropping difficulty of the game.
You! Freeze! Get away from him, Jill! He's insane!
He is more than just insane, Barry. I mean, look at him.
What the hell?
Yeah,
We
now.
better report this to Wesker.
So yeah, unfortunately, this does negate the classic. Better report back to Wesker. This does negate the classic Resident Evil first zombie experience, where the zombies eating Kenneth from Bravo Team, and then drops, at least in the original, drops the head. In this one, drops the body of Kenneth, who's still kind of alive. And then the zombie head turns slowly, and the eyes look at Jill or Chris, whoever you're playing as. So doing this negates that. Does this keep the dogs from murking you in the hallway? That is an excellent question. I don't believe so. But we can find out together. And that finishes making sure that the game drops difficulty. But yeah, let's we could see. I still need to get a sword key for that though.
Wesker!
Where is Wesker?
Jill, help me look for him. Let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
Oh wait, you mean the hallway? This hallway over here? That's what you mean. I thought you meant about the about the front doors. Again, this was way ahead of his time. Look at the shadow presentation and also the reflections on the floor. Again, this was on the Nintendo GameCube. This game was so far ahead of its time. Better finish searching the hall first. I'm not playing like a cinematic walkthrough. I'm just playing the series as whole because we are counting down to Resident Evil Requiem. So we're playing everything. And we are going to be exclusively showing the canonical films and canonical shows. So the CG show on Netflix and the 4 canonical CG films. We'll be doing those in order, but we already finished Resident Evil 0 last week, so 0 Hour was done. We're on Chapter 2, which is the Umbrella Conspiracy, which is this one, Resident Evil 1, the remake. Once we finish this, we may take a small break from Biohazard, and we'll probably play until dawn. But once we finish that, we'll be back on Biohazard to do the fall, or thank you for the follow, Rebel Valhalla. Much appreciated. You are now follower 688. Appreciation is across the boards. I'm still working on getting some fancy emotes for everybody. But you have no ads, so you shouldn't have to worry about ads. Or, no, that's subscribers. I'm sorry. But I will let you know how ads work on this channel. So whenever I start a stream, I always make sure that the pre-rolls are disabled. So I usually run an ad the first, as soon as I start the stream, and then I always run a second ad at basically the near top of the hour. So 3 minutes till the top of the hour, we always do a quick break period to stretch your legs, grab hydration, use the restroom, grab some snacks. We don't have to worry about doing that until 57 of the hour, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I'm working on getting some emotes done.
Any luck, Jill?
No,
so that way,
nothing.
You guys have things to play with, and
here?
more other things
out.
like
Same
redeem
here.
Chris
of
and now
Iridium
Wesker.
points.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay, then. I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right. I could do that.
I almost forgot.
Oh look, our lockpick.
It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
You got the lockpick. All right.
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
What was I gonna say? So yeah, I could do the modern cheat code of GPT. However, I do support artists. I really do like supporting artists, especially because they have a unique kind of flair to different art styles and stuff. I wonder what's behind this door, said no one ever. But apparently Jill says, I wonder what's on the other side of this door. So yeah, I just need to raise some funds to do that properly. I have ideas in my head. I know which artists I'm using. But I want to make sure that the artists that I am choosing get paid the amount that, is deserved. An emblem of a helmet is carved onto the lock. Some artists do. I believe half of them used. Yeah. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I've learned to see which ones do and which ones don't do that. And I've gotten to know, like, if everyone's art looks like some kind of basic thing that you see. I'm no longer on Twitter, or X now, but yeah, there was a basic design that everybody was using, which kind of looks like a chibi versions of characters, but they're not, or the same kind of font. Then I'm like, dude, you're not an artist. You're just telling an AI to make it for you. That's kind of wrong. Portrait hangs on the wall. It almost seems like it's watching you. That was always creepy. A woman drawing water. But before we get, I'm gonna need a sword key for this. But before we get too deep, I do want to ask you. You did say you played this before. You didn't know about that that certain thing, that certain little hint of an Easter egg to drop the difficulty down. I am curious. Have you was Resident Evil Remake your first Resident Evil? Did you play the originals? The original trilogy for the PS1? We got the map. And like what per se is your favorite in the franchise? An eerie picture of the mansion. Alright, we get our first dagger. We got our Resident Evil DualShock was your first. Really? Oh man, I don't know many people that actually played the original. That's cool. That's amazing. I will admit. Hold on, we're gonna get cutscene of Zombie, which was the director's cut. Yes, you're absolutely right. That zombie looks just absolutely huge. Like he does not need to be. Wrong button. So my first Resident Evil was, I believe, back in 1998. It was Resident Evil 2 for the PS2 or PS1. And it happened mainly because my friends in school were talking about this game called Silent Hill, which I was like, oh, that sounds really cool, but I didn't have a PlayStation. So I had a I had a Super Nintendo at that point. The N64 had just released. I didn't own it just yet. But I went to Blockbuster, and getting the regular, deals of like renting a movie for the weekend, renting games, and I was gonna have a sleepover at a friend's house. So I was like, oh, I heard about this scary game like Silent Hill, so I went to go look for Silent Hill, and they were all like rented out. There was no way to get Silent Hill, but there was this one copy of a game with a guy and a girl on the cover, a cop and a girl, and I was like, this looks kind of cool. It looks kind of scary. Maybe this is maybe this is gonna be just as good. And lo and behold, had a whole great time with Resident Evil 2. Scared the crap out of me and my friends. It was amazing. I absolutely love that game. I have very fond memories of the Raccoon City Police Department. Leon A, Claire A, Leon B, Claire B. It was a fantastic game. Will we take the emblem? No, we won't take the emblem. There's no need for us to take the emblem yet. I didn't play the original Resident Evil till many, many years later. Like, okay, he's coming this way. There's Kenneth. Oh, a corpse of your comrade Kenneth. It looks like he's holding something. It's a film that belonged to Kenneth. I need a video player to see what's recorded in it. That's crazy. These guys are carrying like little Betamaxes on them. Well, where was I going with this? Oh, original Resident Evil. So, I didn't play the original until many, many, many years later. I played this one. This was my first experience with the story of the first game. Was the remake on GameCube, and then months later, I played Resident Evil Deadly Silence for the DS. So basically, it was the PS1 version ported onto the DS. That was my first time ever playing the original Resident Evil. I have an uncle that's only 8 years older than me, and like next door as a child, he got me into these. Nice. Well, congrats to the uncle. It's a great franchise. I really do enjoy it, for better or for worse. Because there have been like some lows. There's a corpse collapsed on the floor like it was an instant death. What the hell happened in this mansion? Yeah. But even this, like the chandelier just, moving with the shadows. Like this is so amazing, to be honest. To be fair, the only one I played that I truly didn't like was 6. So yeah, 6 was the controversial one. For what it was worth, I enjoyed 6 for the story. I was heavily invested with Leon and Chris finally meeting, at least face to face, in a game. It was a little too action orientated, and as much as I do give credit to Shinji Mikami for bringing this whole franchise to life, I do believe that the downfall of the franchise, so many years later, was the original Resident Evil 4, when they started introducing more action instead of horror. Personally, I feel that... is this Crimson Head gonna get up? No, he's not. Right? No. Is he? Alright. 4 was a constant panic attack for me the first time, though. Yeah, no, it was. It was. Like, the narrative shift from survival horror to survival action is what really started the decline of the franchise. Because it was no longer about, like, true inventory management. It wasn't about... I wouldn't even say jump scares, but I would say that it was more along the lines of like claustrophobic feeling. The feeling, like, granted, these are the tank controls, so yeah, the aiming was absolutely terrible. And Scary Chainsaw Guys. We can never forget the Scary Chainsaw Guys, ever. I forgot his name. Yeah, we can't carry any more items because I was a dimwit that picked up all the herbs right there. I probably shouldn't have done that. Actually, I know I should not have done that. Honestly, this is the first time I've played this game again in about 3 years. So, I mean, it's all like there imprinted in my memory. And right now I'm kind of just dicking around, just doing whatever. So I kind of already know what I need to do. Again, this is not a speedrun stream. This is just me getting through the franchise. But Chainsaw Guys. Man, those guys are scary. Can you drop? Don't bleed, don't bleed, don't bleed. Good. I can't think of more scary enemies. Phoenix. Yeah, of course, the frogs, I know. So yeah, because of that little trick right there, I have this on normal mode. There should have been another zombie right here, but there's not. Which is beneficial. How's it going, Phoenix? How was your day? I unlocked it. But yeah, the shift from survival horror to survival action was definitely the step in the wrong direction, in my personal opinion. 6 could have been better, but they told the story as it was. Hanging in there. No, not just hanging in there. That's no good. No, Resident Evil 5 felt more like a Gears game or so. Yes, and that was the beginning. That was started all with 4. 4 was just way too long. But like that's pretty much what they wanted to do. They wanted to make the games a little bit more friendly, I guess is the best word I could describe it as, to the shooter genre, the FPS genre. Those that basically um, loved Call of Duty and such. Um, so this is a little kind of tidbit. I don't know if you played Village. If you haven't, then this might be a spoiler if I say anything. But a stained glass window, the pattern in the center resembles a woman. On the other side, it says it resembles a witch, and it probably has very much all without them even thinking about it, because Mikami was not part of the development team for Resident Evil Village, but the team probably took all that idea, that's little tiny idea from this game, and made that like the villain of Village, which was, it could be a stretch, but it could not be. Guessing nobody likes escorts the president's daughter. Wait, oh, guessing nobody likes Escort the President's Daughter, the game. Not the original. I think everybody got annoyed with you can't make anything out through the darkness and fog. Yeah, I think a lot of people got annoyed with Ashley. I need to put these herbs away. Yeah, I know that's what that is. It got much better when I got the night outfit for her. She couldn't be carried. Oh, really? Wait, was that with the original 4? Because I remember having a night outfit in the original 4 for the GameCube, and I don't remember that happening. But if that happened in a remake, I definitely, I keep pressing my map. Forget that that's not the thing I need to do. Buttons are definitely different from Resident Evil 2. It was in the original. Really? I never tried it. I don't think I ever let anybody get Ashley. Maybe I should try that one time. Can't carry more items. I know I can't. And I can't drop items either. A tomb engraved with a picture of an angel. There's an indentation of a shape for an arrowhead. Well, we'll be back for the arrowhead. I need to find an item box. Unless I'm screwed and I can't find an item box. I don't think there was one in the beginning. Dang, I should not have picked up the I should not have picked up the ink ribbon. That was my bad. I should not have done that. And I can't drop things like I can in Resident Evil 0. Well, I guess this means we are gonna have to combine an item. Dang. This is not what I was hoping was gonna go down, but alright, there we go. But I'm glad that they did an about face with 7, aka Resident Evil Biohazard, or Biohazard Resident Evil. I'm actually thrilled they did an about face and went back to claustrophobia, survival horror. I think that was the right choice for them. Oops, wrong door. Oops, damn! I was at the right door. I do remember the thing that I did the most to one of my friends in the original was specifically was specifically the pond. I told my friends, "Oh, shoot the pond; it'll be fine. You know, you can shoot the fish, get food." And that was such a good moment when well, you know what happens. Phoenix, on the other hand, Frostbird, her favorite moment in this franchise so far, which is definitely clipped, and it will be on my socials later at a later date, is when the frog came out of the water and ate Billy. And honestly, it was a no save run too, so I had to start from the very beginning for that one. It sucked. I still think Ethan is dumb for that one. I would have left the girl there. I mean, fair is fair. Unfortunately, Ethan was, was dumbstruck, married, and he's he's definitely one of those codependents. And well, he kind of just he missed his wife. Like it was, well, I think it was like 3 years difference from when Mia first like disappeared, and then like she mysteriously showed up. Yeah, I mean, I would have said no. Oh, fun tidbit here. This part right here, this whole scene, going down here, going so slowly. Hearing that, I didn't know what that noise was, and it scared the crap out of me. I think I spent like 10, 15 minutes on the stairwell wondering if something was going to come up the stairs and attack me. Will you say that's never happened before? Being, hopefully, dumbstruck in love? Yeah, it's happened before. And, I paid for it. Dearly. Same as Ethan. But, Rebel, you're right. Definitely would have left, Mia to... Especially the message said... The message from Mia said, like, is stay away. Like, I would have stayed away at that point. I haven't seen you in 4 years, and miraculously you show up in a video feed and telling me to stay away, don't look for you, then you know what? I'm gonna heed your warning. I'm gonna move forward with my life. I mean, they didn't have any kids together, so... We've got the sword key. Alright. So nobody questions why Mansion has a number of Chapman puzzles. Yes, the Stars Alpha team did question. And it did uncover why there's so many traps and puzzles. But they very much did question it. Even in the original novel that is no longer canon to the series, but the original novel for Resident Evil 1 and 0, even 2, they did question it. Like, why is all this here? Why is this happening? Why do I have to get the keys out of like tombs? Eventually they just rolled with it because they found out like who made the mansion, and they said, yeah, this checks out. All right, so map. Finally, we got the map to work the way we need to do it. Oh, that's right. This is not like Resident Evil 2 where it shows me. I've been playing too much Remake of 2. All right, so let's. Somebody's really bored in their life to troll people. I mean, Spencer had his secrets. He was very secretive. He didn't like having his secrets out there in the world. And he was crazy. Alright, use the sword key. This was the armor key, right? Yeah. I think there was a sword key in here too, and then the sword key down below. And down below is that hallway you were telling me about, that you wanted to see if the little trick negates that. And I believe it does, but I think it does something else too. So let's use this here. Okay. And now we'll do the door. Dang. He's not walking away. I want him to walk. He's coming back this way. There he is. He's going to show up right on the screen. 3, 2, 1, go. Gotta love surround sound. All right. So Rebel, you said the hallway that scared the bejeebus out of you when you were younger, and then doing that little thing. So this, okay, wait. I think I have enough ammo, right? And herbs. All right. So this is what I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about this. Checking the front door, and So here's the difference. In the original, I do know this. When you open a door, the dog tries to jump in, but whatever character you're using is quick enough to slam the door on the dog's face and then, like, basically decapitate it. Here, on the other hand, it doesn't happen that way. Dog gets in. Okay. Not cool. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we're good, right? No, we're not. Well, we have the herbs here. We're yellow. We're not orange, so one green herb should be fine. Yeah, okay. And if you happen to be watching on PC, you can see my little heart rate monitor, which is it looks basically like the EKG from Resident Evil. So yeah, that's a fun tidbit. If you're watching a stream on PC. Did the stream just freeze on me? No way. Don't say that. Don't say that to me. No, it didn't. Okay. It was just me. All right. So Rebel, let's go check out that hallway. I usually have a set path on where I go normally. So let's go the way you want to go. So hopefully this is worth it. What? Where am I missing the key? I'm missing a key somewhere. Where am I missing this? I'm missing. I have to use that somewhere. Was it upstairs? It wasn't upstairs, was it? I thought I used it there. Was it? Was it not?
Barry.
Oh, Jill. Got any good news?
Other than I'm still alive in this madhouse? No.
Can't say it's much safer here either. We'd better secure our escape route first. There's gotta be a back door somewhere.
All right then, let's split up again.
Hey, hold on a sec. Look what I've found.
Crap, I'm full of
What?
inventory. Oh no.
Fizz. It's sure to yellow and mellow those things. It's yours. Hopefully you won't have to use it.
Oh no, I have space. Yes! Alright, cool. We got some acid around. So that's a cutscene that you don't get too often.
What about you?
Oh, don't worry. I like the buddy system we have here.
I see. Thanks, I'll take it.
See you later.
Ciao.
This is interesting. I thought I used the key everywhere I could. What door am I missing? It's not this door. It can't be. I thought I used it here. Nope, I did use it here. Did I respond to this? Just mail back the divorce papers. I didn't respond to that one. Oh, so mail back the divorce papers from Mia. I'm guessing Ethan wouldn't get the divorce papers back. He wouldn't know what to mail them to. All right. Okay, so Rebel, let's do this. Let's go into the hallway. That definitely spooked you as a child. I could have swore I had to use that key somewhere else. Again, I usually have a set path, so I messed up. All right. Could I push this one? No, it was the next one. All right. So this is the infamous hallway. Dog usually crashes through this window and usually crashes through another window over there. They got me. They got me. Maybe jump a little bit. Seven-year-old me was clueless and was full sprint through. Don't worry, same. But yeah, windows are cracked, but nothing happened. Nothing happened. I do need to find an item box though. Oh yeah, she has the lockpicks. Crap. Oh, I think I made a mistake. I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. Yep, there was definitely a set pattern. Now, if I go back here, is it gonna trigger or the dog's gonna jump through? Let's find out. Yep. Oh, get away. Okay, so on the way back, it triggers it. Gross puppies. Alright. Well, we don't have to worry about them anymore. So now we know. It takes 2 pass-throughs for them. So literally, if 7-year-old you was playing this, you would have gotten 2 scares. You would have been going like full sprint speed and the window crack, and then that scare you. And then you're gonna come back full sprint again, and the window will get you again. And 7-year-old you would that would be rough. that would be rough. I'm sorry. Yep, it's locked with armor. This is a puzzle room, but it's locked with the armor key. I need that. This is locked on the other side. I am so glad that nothing was in here about to murder me. I was literally drinking my water. Dog whistle, we need that. Huh, we've already used up some ammo. There was a book here. I was gullible for it all. Just like Nemesis followed me into a save room in Resident Evil 3. Thought I was safe to make it in there just for him to run in there too. God, Nemesis in the OG3 was ridiculous. I do appreciate the things that they did for the remake, but there were some things that like were misses. There were some things they did well, and there were some things that they didn't as well. Hello. Oh, and there's one down here. Okay. Alright, let's get to that. That guy's gonna be out there as soon as I walk out, which kind of sucks, but there's nothing else I could do. Alright, yeah, dispose of the bodies. You know what, this is the one game where I kind of miss, or wish that they still had the Crimson Heads, like, outside of this game. Whoa! Did not want to do that. We got a lot of ammo. Don't need this. Don't need this for now either. Don't need that. Alright, we got some space. We need to go get that lighter. Take the fuel canteen. Now, I think on your screens and monitors, this game looks like fantastically well done. On the 4K screen that I'm watching it from, definitely the game does show its age, but it's still passable. Like it still can be played without it like taking away from the whole immersion. But it definitely is starting to show its age just a little bit, but it's still passable. So good job on Capcom and the team that did this game 23 years ago. Oh! Oh! Let's see, one second. I'm a fan of the classic games, regardless of the graphics, though. I still have a working PS1. Yeah, so I do love the classics. I'm not taking anything away from the classics whatsoever. Oh, fuck. I will say, however, that at least the N64 version of the one I have of 2. What to do? Oh! Well, we don't have to worry about him. My N64 version, when I played it, not recently, but when I have played it, oh crap, do I have room? I do have room. The idle stance, when the characters are standing, their arms are starting to clip through, and I don't know if that was a programming error in general or if that was just a port. But I don't remember the PS1 version doing that, and I did notice it on the emulation for the emulation version for the PS Store for when you download those games from the store. That there is a graphical texture issue. No, we want to get the lighter. There we go. So maybe things just work better on the native screen. Like, for instance, I guarantee you, if I played this game on the original GameCube, like, this was HD remastered, so everything's been upscaled visually, but I'm 100% certain that it would probably look even better on the GameCube rather than the upscale. Because some things, when you upscale them, it just doesn't look right. Toasty! He's not going to bother us. Yep, this is going to be the armor. So look at this. This was like the big thing in 2001. When this game was being made, this whole thing, the dust particles, like that was a big breakthrough 2001 when the first trailer for this game dropped. You're like, what? Dust particles in a game with lighting effects like this? Amazing! And honestly, nearly 20 years or just over 20 years later, this is where we're at now, and I never would have thought that this is where we are. You don't see dust particles. Hold on, I'll go back to it. We just gotta. Speaking of Toasty, are you a Mortal Kombat fan? Legacy Collection comes out soon. So I am a Mortal Kombat fan. I do have the original Mortal Kombats still. I don't think I would rebuy the games again. The games definitely have a special place in my heart. Unfortunately, fighting games have gotten way too technical for me presently. So I'm skipping out. Oh no, I don't want to grab that. I'm skipping out on buying any further fighting games. I love the animation for Blaze Blue. I love the animation for Guilty Gear, Street Fighter 6. the most recent Mortal Kombat, all amazing visually. I just can't play them. I can't play them anymore. But I do have the older ones. I have the original Mortal Kombat trilogy still. I still have all of the original Street Fighters. But this is what I'm talking about. This stuff here. I don't know if... I'm saying that I'm getting old. Yes, I am admitting that I am getting older. And I can't keep up with the technical aspects of some of those games. But this stuff I'm looking at, you see the dust particles that's just floating right here? Like, those little specks? That's dust particles. Granted, today's games, when you run past it, they move. But that was ahead of his time. The body is gone. And for you, I'm also getting old, just want games with as few buttons possible. So, I don't mind multiple buttons. I really don't. I play Rivals for crying out loud. There's so many buttons and so many things to do there. But, damn it. I will admit, when it comes to fighting games, the technical aspects of it, of learning the frame rates for the blocks, the frame rates for the attacks, the special moves, the ultra moves, learning like the shield guards, all those little technical aspects, I can't do anymore. And I started learning that I wasn't good with those anymore, starting with Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 4, oh, voice crack. Street Fighter 4 I did phenomenally well with. I had no issues with Street Fighter 4. There's about half kerosene missing. Alright, cool. We're good. But, and then I played Mortal Kombat 9, 10, 11, and then, but I never played those competitively. I just played them for the story because I was so hooked onto the story of what was going on with Johnny Cage. And then the most recent ones, I didn't bother playing. I watched the story on YouTube, but I didn't bother playing it because the way I was looking at how the fights were done, I was like, this is too technical for me. I can't do this anymore. Alright, so we got the dog whistle, so we're just gonna go to the other side. Where was I going with the fighting games? Excuse me. But there are a couple fighting games that are coming out that the animations look so good that I do want to try it. 2XKO from the team that, gave us League of Legends. That's their fighting game coming up. I really want to try. I really do want to try that one out. There's a new Fatal Fury game that had just released. I really want to take a look at that. There's a new Marvel game coming out that's not Rivals, but it's a fighter-centric kind of game. I want to check that one out too. Alright, we have Dog Whistle. A lockpick. I do love using Jill because she has a lockpick. Chris has to find little keys, which kind of sucks. So yeah, here's what I was talking about. Even though this doesn't really look like much. Well, look, the other side of the set looked like a woman, right? A stained glass window. The pattern in the center resembles a witch. So here's the thing: if you have not played Resident Evil 8, aka Resident Evil Village, there is a heavy connection to the events of this game, specifically the lore of how Umbrella was founded, to Resident Evil Village. And I'm pretty sure they used this stained glass window as the catalyst for the idea. Without going into too many details, because we are going to get there eventually, and when we do, I'll point it out and say, hey, this is what I was talking about with the Umbrella Conspiracy Chapter 1, Resident Evil. But the main villain of Village is a woman, not Lady Dimitrescu, although we love her, but not her. But there's a main villain who is a woman, but is also in the mythology that she's a witch. So I have to assume that when Spencer had this mansion created, this painting was in homage to her. Alright, so now we got our dog whistle. This is where we need to be. Let's call the dog. We blew into the dog whistle. Oh! No! Get off me! Wait, what? What? But there was never 2 dogs up here! Oh, good time to reload. Good time to reload. There was never 2 dogs up here! What? That's insane! There are green herbs growing here, but there's only enough for a few uses. Use them? Yes. You have treated your wounds. I have. Alright. Free green herbs. Will you take the collar? Yes, I will. I honestly... And, I mean, there is a game that I'm going to be skipping over, and this is the thing I wish Capcom would do, is expand some of the lore a little bit, because they did some great great lore content with we probably don't need the dog whistle anymore. Discard, yes. So with Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles, they expanded the story by talking about Operation Javier, which is also a big moment in Leon's career, and sets up Resident Evil 4 nicely. They did make references in a remake for Operation Javier. I wish that the team, for me, so I am excited about Requiem, right? I am excited about that game coming out, but I truly wish that we had a proper remake of Resident Evil Code Veronica, because I have played that game recently. It isn't aging well. You know what? What am I doing? We're gonna be taking a break soon. Well, not isn't aging well. Code Veronica has not aged well at all. The controls are janky. The visuals are janky. It's as much as I do love playing the classics, that one definitely is it needs a new overhaul. It needs the RE engine overhaul for sure. But I will continue the rest of my thoughts in the next 3 minutes. Use this time, everybody, to stretch your legs, grab some drinks, and stay hydrated. Use the restroom, grab a snack, because I think I'm gonna go grab a snack and get a refill of my water. And we'll be back in 3 minutes, guys. So don't fret. There's gonna be ads rolling about in just a moment. I'm not gonna move Jill from where she is right now, and we'll be back momentarily. All right, everybody, welcome back. That was the last break. So my Rebel, so you're new here. I did want to know and ask you, how did you find the channel? Number one, and number two, I also wanted to give you a breakdown of how the streams go for the week. So this week is a little special. Granted, Mondays will still be right now currently the Biohazard Chapter 1 or Chapter 2, the Umbrella Conspiracy based off of Resident Evil Remake. Just found out, just found it by a random search of the game. Nice. Well, I thank you for finding this channel today. I do appreciate you being here. We do play other games as well. So we on Tuesdays we usually rotate between Helldivers 2 and the Outlast Trials. So tomorrow actually you'll be seeing my crew on Helldivers 2 with all the mayhem and glory that happens within that game. Wednesdays is an off day on Twitch specifically. I don't stream on Twitch. I am going to start streaming on YouTube on Wednesdays. Usually it's reserved for Derps on the Couch, which we're moving over to YouTube, and maybe just a random game if I ever want to play it. And then Thursdays normally is Marvel Rivals, but because the new season launches, or the second half of season 3 launches this Friday, we moved Rivals to Friday this week specifically, and then next week we'll be back on Thursdays. And then of course for Thursday this week is the new season of Fortnite. So we'll be doing that Thursday night, but Fortnite is most likely going to be reserved moving forward to YouTube, just so you know, for a future heads up. And then of course Fridays normally are also just a random story game. Right now we are in a collaboration with M the Fem, who, if you do show up on either this Friday or next Friday or even Thursday, you'll meet them, and I definitely would recommend checking out their channel. They do a lot of Overwatch 2, Marvel Rivals, Fortnite, and right now they've been doing a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2. Where am I going? I was going to the other door. And the reason I say this is because her and I have been doing a team-up collaboration of the game franchise called the Dark Pictures Anthology. So we have just completed Man of Medan. Before that was Little Hope, and not this Friday, but next Friday we're gonna go into episode 3, which is House of Ashes. Basically, they are just anthology of horror. Oh crap! That shadow scared me. It's just an anthology of horror, and every decision that one person makes affects the other person, all in real time. So it's pretty amazing. All right, this guy's gonna get up and try to kill me, right? Yep. Oh! No, no, no! Oh, that's my second defense. I'm not gonna get this back. It's just gonna be in his body. I lost the defensive item. Okay, we're gonna go back here. So that's the rundown of my channel, what I stream, what I, and then of course, most streams, specifically the story streams like this one tonight, run for about 2 hours and a half. I usually start around 7:30 Eastern time. Running zombies is just not fair. They only appear. They only appear in this game. The ganados are plagas. I don't consider those zombies. So that's a different story for a different day. But yeah, we only deal with running zombies in this one. May whoever takes this emblem find peace in death. Of course, this has everything to do with all the different shields that we read. I didn't read all of them out loud, but I will after this. But yeah, this trap is one of my favorites. I didn't know what I needed to do here the first time I played this game, and I got so worried because I was like, I'm gonna die. Let's see the shield. Oh, I can't read the shield here, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know I had to find a imitation of the key. There's our armor key. So we just put the imitation key here. Everything's gonna go back to normal. This dude spent so much money on this mansion. There's an inscription of the shield. Death is everything. So all the shields say something pretty cool, I guess. There's an inscription on the shield. Death is the true essence of bliss. Yeah, I didn't read it out loud. I just like skimmed it and read it. But we will be. There are other games that we're going to be returning to down the road. Crap. Yes. Don't bleed. Don't bleed. Don't bleed. Don't bleed. Did you bleed? Okay, he's not bleeding. Sweet. Yes. All right, he's still alive. All right, so we got the shield key. And basically what the UnVaulted series really means, if you notice from the title, is basically what's going down is that I'm going through my library of games, and I'm sunsetting some games, or a lot of the games that I've played before, and I just keep playing them over and over and over again, and that leads me to never playing a brand new game ever again. So we're in the middle of sunsetting most of the Biohazard franchise on Twitch here. I will do another run on YouTube, but it will be a no commentary run, and I'm going to try to present it in a cinematic format as best as I can. I'm currently doing that with the first Borderlands game. So that's what's happening over there on my YouTube channel. And then yeah, I gotta finish that. Man of Medan is gonna be another one. We will be playing Horizon Zero Dawn here one more time. We will be playing Borderlands 1 over here one last time. And of course, all my VODs are always uploaded on YouTube, just in case, like, even though they are stored here on Twitch for 3 months, but that's it. They're stored for no longer than 3 months, and then they're gone for good. So I started storing all my videos on demands over on YouTube, so future people can just like watch them if they would like to. Was this Forest? I think this was Forest. Yeah. All right, let's get that dagger back. A foliage plant. Someone was using the bench in place of a stand. Yes, I'm gonna take the dagger. Forrest has given up the ghost. It looks like he's been dead for a while. He's only been dead for a day. Like, the team literally, Bravo team just got here a day before. I shouldn't have come this way. Well, that was cool. And he's bleeding. All right. So long, Forest. Oops. So Rebel, if let's see, let me scroll up real quick. I know I asked you which one was your favorite. You said your least favorite was 6, but I don't know if you mentioned if what was your favorite. 5 felt more like years. 4 was constant panic. I don't. Oh, your favorite was OG2. Okay, okay, yeah. OG2 has as I mentioned at the top. OG2 has a special place in my heart. Even though like, it visually doesn't look as crisp and pristine as like the current ones. It has a very extremely special place in my heart because it was my first horror game in general. I think I wanted to clear out that wall. I probably don't need the rocket launcher or grenade launcher for now, so let's just use this. Let's use that there. I still need to use the key somewhere, which is probably on the other side. And probably over here too. Where is that sword key? I know I'm missing it somewhere. Nope, nope, not there either. Oh, dang. There was a written note on the wall. Alright, so if your favorite is OG2, what moment is the most memorable for you in the original Resident Evil 2? Whether it was scenario A or scenario B, that doesn't matter. Just what is the one moment that stays with you to this day from OG2? It wasn't so popular at the time, but I also played Outbreak File 2. Dude! Alright, so that was my rant earlier. That was before break. Before we took a break. Alright. So let me talk about what I was saying about Code Veronica needing a remake. Code Veronica needs a remake. And Resident Evil 0 needs a remake. After I've just played it like for the past 3 weeks, it definitely does need a remake. For it to like make sense with the remake of 2, and then of course everything that happened in Village and 5. But the Outbreak series, like Requiem, is using a character from Outbreak. I'm pretty sure you already know, the daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft, Grace. So it's officially that they officially are canonizing Outbreak into the main, canonical timeline of Resident Evil. And this is just me highly optimistic. I'm really hoping, because every single remake that has come out, or not remake, every single new edition of Resident Evil, so Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, they had Reverse. Actually, no, it was for Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 3 Remake had Resistance. And those are the 2 failed attempts of them trying to do online, gameplay for today's console generation, right? They already tried Operation Raccoon City. That's a story for a different day. They did Umbrella Corps, which is, we don't want to talk about that. So if Requiem is connected so heavily to not only Resident Evil 2, 3, because we're going back to Raccoon City, but it has an influence of an Outbreak character, being Alyssa Ashcroft, you're playing the daughter of her. I don't know why, but I have a sneaky suspicion and optimism, and this is probably hopeless optimism, that they're silently working at the same time on a remake, not a remastered, but a remake of Outbreak, to launch coincide with Requiem. And if that's the case, oh my god, I'm gonna love it. If they perfected how online gameplay is and made it feel like a survival horror, like something along the lines of Outlast Trials meets something along the lines of Outlast Trials meets, say, Helldivers, not the action part, but like the extraction of it. If they could do that, oh my god. I mean, Resident Evil will be in a fine position for online gaming. It will be. But that's just my take. For File 2, alright, so I enjoyed File 1 more so than File 2. I did enjoy File 2 for the zoo. The zoo was hilarious. I love that stage. But I did enjoy, what was that scenario with Alyssa? It was the one with the hospital in the forest, in the Arklay forest. I forgot the name of the mission. But I did enjoy that one as well. The others, well, I guess Desperate Times wasn't bad, but they explored. I left you some bullets in the room on the right. Feel free to use them if you manage to get yourself in trouble. Barry. Like a lot of the things from Desperate Times, they put into the remake of 2, which I did like. I did like that they did that. I would love that. I have heard Outbreak File 2 has private server type online. Yes. File 1 and File 2 do have private servers. There is a streamer who I would recommend you to go and follow. Her name is Kitty Roar. She exclusively does a lot of speedruns on the Resident Evil franchise, the Metal Gear franchise, another franchise that I love to death. And she does challenges by beating these games on a dance pad, which is just insane. But she is going to be doing just like what I'm doing right now. Just on her for it's a larger scale. She is going to do the full Resident Evil rundown, including the Outbreak series. Unfortunately, my PlayStation 2 kind of went crapo a couple years back, and I don't have a PC working enough that I can just do the emulation. I really wanted to do the Outbreak series within this run, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen. However, if you are itching to see some more Outbreak, I definitely recommend checking her channel out. Normally, I raid her when she's on, but she's usually live during the day. Not too much at night. I don't think so. I mean, she could be on right now for all I know. And if she is, we're definitely going to be rating her when we're done. But, oh, and another tidbit about Kitty Roar is she personally knows the original voice actor for Brad Vickers from the first PS1 Resident Evil game. So that's pretty cool. I have a PC, but someone broke into my house and stole my old PS2 a few years ago, along with many other consoles. Oh no, I never replaced the PS2. Damn, that makes me sad, and also upset for you. I'm sorry, man. That's some dipshit move right there. Someone coming in taking stuff that's not theirs. That is some buffoonery and audacity. I still had a director's car 2, 3, and they stole them. Man, I feel for you. I really do feel for you. That makes me sad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't have my original PS2 anymore. I had the one that crapped out on me was the Slim. I traded in my original PS2 for the Slim years back when I wanted to get the when I wanted to get the Slim. And then the Slim kind of just crapped out on me. So there goes that. I still have my PS3, even though that one crapped out on me. I have the Slim PS3, which does have 1, 2, 3 on it. But I believe that I can now download 1, 2, and 3 from the PlayStation Store with my subscription. So I can replay those. It's been so long since I played those, so I don't know how I'm gonna do when I play those again. Specifically 2 and 3. I've been playing the remakes of those two for so long now that I don't know if my memory for the original 2 and 3 is still there. We'll find out one day, I guess. One day I'll do a run of those. But yeah, the Metal Gear franchise, I used to stream that religiously. Don't anymore. I have so much crap on me. I really should drop some things for the moment. I just keep backtracking, running back and forth. Oh, and that's what I was gonna say. I do have the Dead Space trilogy for the PS3. Another one that was stolen that may make me sick. The Legend of Dragoon still worked perfectly. I never played the Legend of Dragoons, but in general, I feel sad for you, and I'm actually kind of upset for you that someone would just come and steal your crap. Like, well, not your crap, but like, you know what I mean. That they would steal your stuff like that. I don't know. It's just wrong to me. Like, why would you do that? No, I don't want. You know, having these green herbs is gonna be fine, but it looks like someone took something and then left in a hurry. Yeah. I'll come back for this. It keeps like just running back and forth right now. Because I know I'm gonna need those 2 keys. I think they're on a different area. They also stole your modern consoles, which I've replaced. But I was far more upset with the classics. Yeah, no, the classics for sure, man. I don't know, like, there's a lot of sentimental value I have for my original Nintendo system, my original Super Nintendo, my N64, my GameCube. Like, I know, like, things can easily be replaced, and thank goodness, like, you know, there wasn't like an escalation and it put you in danger during a robbery and stuff like that. But because you know, I value your life more than objects, but still, like, I understand. It still sucks. It still sucks that those are stolen. I think the only thing I've ever had stolen from me was a pair of shoes. Yeah, someone broke into my car and stole shoes. Happened while you're at work in the middle of the day. Ugh. Oh, that sucks. But let me well, hold on, let me scroll up real quick, as I think you did answer the question that I mentioned before about your favorite or most memorable part of Resident Evil 2, or maybe, hold on, let me see. OG2 wasn't popular, also played Outbreak. Okay, no. I don't think you got to that, actually. The liquor. Oh, so the first time you met the liquor in scenario A, or like when you're going down the hallway? Scenario A? Okay, yeah, you're going down the hallway. Were you Chris or were you Leon? I mean, were you Leon or were you Claire? Because they do say different things. Leon, okay. So here's the funny part. My friends, when we played it, we laughed at that specific part. I know it's supposed to be scary, right? But we ended up laughing. So when the liquor was on the ceiling and the game cut to the FMV, and it's going to do the right, you know, whipping his tongue out and all that kind of stuff. And we were playing Leon also. When Leon's reaction is staring up at it, because the FMV, the lips were not moving, we heard "oh boy," and the way Leon said it was "oh boy," like we thought the liquor was saying "oh boy," like "oh, this is food, oh boy," and we laughed so hard because we thought it was the liquor, thinking that Leon was food, not the fact that it was Leon saying "oh boy," like I'm in trouble. Yeah, we were stupid kids. We were. Because I think when Claire A, she says "oh my." Yeah, she says "oh my," but Leon says "oh boy." Yeah, check it out. If you ever play the game again, and you go through, and you just get to that part, just take a look at it. See that Leon's mouth does not move, and picture yourself as I think like 10-year-old kid. Oh look, Barry, 10-year-old kid playing the game first time, thinking that it's the it's the liquor saying "oh boy."
Barry, I didn't mean to get you that excited.
Right. Anyway, you should read this. What do you make of it?
Well, I guess we were right about this mansion being quite unnatural.
You have a way with understatements.
Where's the part that's torn off?
Well, my only guess is that it was the most important part, and somebody didn't want anyone to see it.
Yeah, Barry, who?
Let's continue our investigation.
I am 100% certain. No, I needed an extra space in it. Ah, damn it! I needed 2 spaces for this. Ugh, I messed up. So much backtracking. That's what I messed up on. I should have had 2 spaces. I knew that this had a puzzle that had required 3 slots, and I went in here with just 1. That was my mistake. Alright, so most memorable moment for me for Resident Evil 2. And yes, that is an automatic message. Yes, if you have Amazon Prime, you get Twitch Prime for free. As long as your accounts are linked together, you're good to go. You can subscribe to any channels to help you avoid any kind of ads whenever they're running. On the streamer's channel you decided to decide to subscribe to. I really should be reading these files, but my dyslexia will like butcher everything. Plus, I'm having a good time chatting with you and getting to know you a bit. So yes, my favorite Resident Evil 2 moment. It was actually after that liquor scene. And I'll talk about it right now. So it was after that liquor scene, when you're going down the hallway, and you make it past the. Well, actually, in Resident Evil 2, there's no door. So after you avoid the liquor, you run to the end of the hall, you go through the door, and then there's another like lengthy hallway. It's a U-shaped hallway, and kind of like you with your dog situation from Resident Evil 1, I went full speed because back then nobody told us that like the liquor couldn't go through the doors. So all 3 of us, we were like, my 2 friends were watching me play, and I was literally just like playing, and I was thinking this monster is gonna get me. He's gonna come through the door and get me. So I went full speed down that hallway, and then like in a moment's notice, the arms reached through the windows and grabbed Leon. And I kid you not, I was on a chair that was not a roller chair. It's not like the chairs you see a lot of streamers use today that have rollers on the bottom. This was one of those like chairs that was stationary-ish. It had just had like little paddings on the bottom of them. I kid you not. That moment when the arms came out and grabbed Leon, my friend screamed, I screamed, I threw the controller down towards the TV, and I kicked the ground so hard that it sent the chair flying backwards at least 3 to 4 feet. And yeah, that is my memorable moment. It scared just scared the living lights out of me. And I that's the reason why, like, one of the reasons, the main reason why, like, OG Resident Evil 2 holds a special place in my heart is that moment. It scared the bejeebus out of me. And honestly, I haven't had a game do that. I mean, I have had games scare me. Don't get me wrong. I've had I'll talk about games that have scared me since then. Resident Evil 4, obviously. Panic. Resident Evil 5 didn't scare me. The original Dead Space scared me. Alien Isolation, I never even completed it. It scared me just so much that I couldn't continue. PT scared the crap out of me. The playable teaser for Kojima's Silent Hills, which never got released. Let's see. RE7 got me to that level again. The Dark Stairs got me, and I knew it was coming. Yeah. Yeah, that jump scare was good. That one got me. I'm not gonna lie. Cause like, yeah, just like you, I knew it was coming. I heard her, and then like blam, she was right there. Look, it's a bee. Oh, come on. Are you dead now? Can I step on you? Hold on. Alright. B's gone. Will you take the Windcrest? Yes, we will. Yeah, Mia's scaring you like that. Oh, memories. What other game scared me? I think a lot of the other kind of games that did scare me were more of a panic scare because, like, Evil Within. I will be playing those again, but I think I had such high expectations for Evil Within that it ruined the experience for me. And what I mean by that is that Shinji Mikami had just left Capcom at that point. His last work was Resident Evil 4, critically acclaimed at that point. And I've followed Shinji Mikami's work, Resident Evil 2, Code Veronica, 3, 4. So like I knew what I was expecting. But then when I played Evil Within, for me, and this is for me, it felt like it didn't know what type of game it wanted to be. I felt like it lost its identity if it wanted to be an action game or if it wanted to be a horror game. So I will play the games again, and I will play them here because, like, again, I've already finished both of them. Well, I finished the first one. I don't think I finished the second one. And then the controls just didn't fit the game. For what Mikami wanted to do with it, the controls just really did not fit the game whatsoever, for me at least. I will say though, I will say that maybe since it has been, I want to say it's been a decade since I played them. That potentially, since it has been basically a decade, maybe I'll have a different take on them. They are on my list. I did play A Plague's Tale: Innocence. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. Not really much of a horror game, but a very good suspense game. Outlast scared the crap out of me. I did finish it, but Outlast scared the crap out of me. I never even played part 2. Whoo! Oh, I haven't done this puzzle in forever. Shield axe. Hold on. Something in depression, but the great. Okay, wait. Shield axe. Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, yeah. So that game gets me. I never finished Five Nights at Freddy's. I think I got to like night 5 and I just kept dying. I don't know if it really did scare me or not. I think it frustrated me because like I knew things were coming, and there was nothing I can do. I don't remember how to do this puzzle. Is it this? Oh god, I hope I don't mess up. I think it was this. I'm gonna get poisoned. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Yeah, I would jump instead of... Wait, whoops. Yeah, I would jump, and instead of being scared about it, I would just be mad. That's okay. Yeah. Wow, I messed this up. I forgot how to do this puzzle. Well, we're just gonna push everything in until like everything stays. This is terrible. I'm so sorry. I wish... Shield... I thought it was this. I thought it was shield, axe, and then the other one. Maybe it wasn't. Oof. I can't believe I forgot this puzzle. This is one I used to understand how to do all the time. I'll get it eventually. It has been about 10 years since I've done this. Am I looking at this wrong? Hold on. Oh, I am. Wow, I'm stupid. Alright. It was supposed to be this and then that. Yeah, this is gonna reset it. Alright, so it's your shield. Booyah. First try. Woe to those who disturb my sleep. There's a switch here. Press it. Yeah. It's supposed to be shield and yeah, the lance is the last one. Okay. Yeah, I messed up. I messed up completely. Mysterious box. Will you take the jewelry box? Yes, we will. What I do appreciate about these games, as opposed to newer horror games, is that these, and this may make me sound old. This may make this definitely may make me sound old, but I love the fact that these games made you think. There's a design of a sun and a moon. And the fact that these games made you think, it was basically that, your hand was not being held. And I appreciated that so much for these games. Because then, like, later games that came, not like in this franchise, but just in games in general, you think, there's too many people that are playing these games today. Oops. It's supposed to be the heart. There's too many people that play games today that, like, get their hand held, and they don't really experience the game for themselves. It's kind of like the whole, like, AI taking over thing, where people aren't having free thought anymore. They're just going with emotions, which kind of sucks. How am I cautioned? Did I do something to get cautioned? What? It's a death mask without eyes. Okay, yeah, I get that, but how am I cautioned? Why am I cautioned? That shouldn't be a thing. Yeah, that should not be a thing. Why did that happen? Oh well. I'll figure it out. This is definitely not going to be like speedrun though. Yeah, I beat the game in 4 hours, but yeah, that's not happening here. But we do need a greener because for some reason I got hurt. I don't know where, I don't know why, but I did. Don't appreciate it. Let's see. I want to check something out real quick. We're not going to go through that door yet. We will be saving soon, though, because we're near end time. But we're going to put this mask on. And then we're going to go through another door. Actually... yeah, we're just gonna put this here. Oh, I still need to pick up that. Okay, yeah, I gotta pick up the shotgun shells. Alright, this is the mask that has nothing. What? What are you talking about? That's the one with nothing. Bloody. Before I forget the shotgun shells. Alright, what do we need next? I needed to go to the other side. But, I probably, honestly, wait, where is it? How many files do I have? Oh, I don't have a lot. I can read these next time. Yeah, we don't have a lot. Yeah, I can read these next time. I'll read them out loud. To be fair. Alright, do I have... Yes. Alright, we're gonna do one little pass through in a different area before needing to do anything else. And that's gonna be the opposite side. I have not saved. This is a ballsy move I'm gonna do. I have not saved. Which means the potential of me dying and screwing up is relatively high right now. And I think what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna clear out one area, and then oh, I think the sword key needed to be used downstairs. Yeah, it needed to be used downstairs. That's the missing. That's the missing one. Oh shit, I just scared myself. Alright. So here, we're gonna have zombie from the stairwell, zombie across, and zombie from the door. 3 zombies. One coming up. Alright, I have 9 bullets. Okay. Oh, okay, we don't have to worry about him. That's perfect. Good time to reload. Oh, crap. Perfect. Alright, now we just need you to land on your buddy. No! Come back up. Come back up. Turn around. no, please be on top of each other. Oh, are you not? Oh no, they're not on top of each other. I hope that they're gonna burn together. No, they're not gonna burn together. Dang it. It's locked with helmets. That one was locked differently. I think there's a kerosene thing over here. Because I gotta take care of this one. Yep, lockpick. Kerosene, I think, was in here. Old furniture. That's useful. We will take the broken shotgun. Kerosene, there it is. There's still plenty of kerosene left. Let's refill it. Let's take care of that one. And we got an ink ribbon. There's nothing but cleaning products inside. It smells faintly unpleasant. Alright, you, good sir. I need you to burn. So you don't bother me later. That's a good boy. Alright. So we may just call it here, guys. We are in a safe spot, a safe room. We don't have to worry about anything trying to murder. But I will have to say, we will be continuing this next Monday. It's an old typewriter. You can save your progress. Yes, we will. Now, if you notice here, I'm gonna have like a whole bunch of save files. That's for me telling the story on YouTube. We're not saving over these. This is pretty much how the story of this game should be told in these kind of like episodic chapters. But we've already cleared the game, so wait. Yeah, so we'll go here. Yes, we're gonna override it. And that is it, guys. We will be back tomorrow night for Helldivers with the Busketeers. And I look forward to seeing everybody here. Whether you're lurking, whether you're engaging in the chat, I appreciate every single one of you. Love you all to death. But for right now, we are going to raid said person. Let's see, who are we going to raid? We could raid Mira, but Mira's not playing anything. It looks like these people are... They are actually stopping. You know what? For the third time in a row, let's go say hello to Kyobi. They're just starting, I believe. Yeah, it looks like they're just starting. So we're gonna say hello to them. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night for Helldivers 2. And of course, don't forget, this coming end of week, we got specials for Fortnite and for Marvel Rivals. We're going to try to get the diamond before the new season begins for both. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Oh, she doesn't start for another 4 minutes. Alright, we are not going to raid her. I'm sending you guys to somebody that doesn't have, is not there. So let's go to my artist, Floppy Fawn. They're playing Dinos. Say hello to her, and I'll catch you guys on the next one for tomorrow. And of course, as always, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, whether it's here live on Twitch, press the follow button. If you enjoyed it, make sure the notification bell is on. You always get a sweet little notification every single time I go live. And of course, if you're watching a rerun on YouTube, apologies for the long wait. It was 30-minute wait time, which kind of sucked for you guys, but at least you guys could fast forward. I appreciate all of you guys, and of course on YouTube, if you like what you see here and want to see more, make sure you click that subscription button, turn the notification bell on, make sure you like, share, comment on the channel and on this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for coming by so much. I love you all, without a shadow of doubt, every single one of you. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everybody.